Are you streaming on YouTube?
Yeah.
You can disrupt communications between enemy outposts by destroying comms equipment. That'll prevent one post from sending reinforcements to another.
Why does that say stats for nerds?
What?
It's like, it's some analytics stuff.
Yeah. It's like closed caption, like, dislike, sub, flag, feedback, and then it says stats for nerds.
Yeah, there's some like really weird detailed like analytics, like shit that doesn't matter.
There's a doggy.
Yeah, it's my homie. That's pretty good. Watch, this is my favorite part of the whole game. Check this out, check it. Stick. Watch.
When you run, do you show up like how it is on multiplayer?
Good.
Oh yeah, death mechanic.
Good.
No, it's like you still make sound that they'll hear if you're running from like far, or like I mean from up close, but like they're a lot kind of dumber, and it's just AI people are basic and shit.
Can you like summon dogs to attack people?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why are you standing in private parts?
Gotta see. I want him to come home with me. But you see how these dudes have stats right there with the wrench and all those things? So if I take them and take them back to a base, they'll work. And they work in those departments, and that's how good they'll contribute. And that's how you upgrade all your stuff and get better upgrades for your weapons. So you get to meet certain requirements.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Roger.
Wait, actually, check this out.
Oh.
Where else can we
Doggy.
So that's like a transport thing, and I stayed in the box, and they took me somewhere else. And when he barks, he marks people other places.
Can he die?
What? My dog?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Not permanently.
Okay, good. You know what's really sad? My vodcasts get more viewers than when I actually live stream.
This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
Damn. If I can get the dog to kill something.
That guy took like 4 shots to the head.
Right?
The way you threw.
Fuck that, man.
Just like, get off me.
This is right.
He's coming too.
Well,
Roger
this
that.
trouble.
Roger.
Fuck. Like,
Does your dog have fucking goggles on?
That's some shit on. He's got a sneaky suit. Shit.
Oh my god.
Go!
You gotta extract him.
Get him!
Oh shit, that was kind of sick.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Oh, they shoot at my
Oh,
dog.
doggy. Oh my god.
This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
That's a sick ass headshot.
Всем подразделениям, быть начеку. Конец связи. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Attack!
A dumpster. Looks big enough to hide somebody. You could stash a downed enemy in there, or hide in it yourself. Just don't stand too close to me afterward.
Oh my god, that dog is crazy.
Yeah, he's the homie.
He's coming
Jumps
too.
on him like Sir
Roger
Cat.
that.
It's my stabs him in the neck. What if this was co-op and one person could play as a dog?
Or like, even because you can play as your people that you capture too. So you could even have just 2 people, that'd be fucking cool. In the Metal Gear Online 2, one person was like, it was like team deathmatch. So 2 teams were competing for just to get the most kills, and in that game was also Snake. So one character was Snake, and he had to like hold people up, and then take their dog tags when they're unconscious. And if there was a big enough game, someone else could play as a little robot, and he could go around and electrocute people and knock them out for you. It's fucking dope. It's a little baby robot, and he can cloak himself and go up and he can zap people, knock them out.
Now, how come you full-time the cars?
Because there's side-off things that it's like time-based, like it takes 10 minutes, it takes an hour, and you send your combat squad plus some of these vehicles, and they can go do missions for materials and shit. And you can sell them if you want to. Yeah, this game's a lot of fun just to fuck around on. It's kind of like Far Cry, how it's an open world like that, but it's just sneaky. These are all little challenges you can do where you can get more points if you keep that shit. Which platform do you want me to go to? We'll go to the medical one, because I think I have Quiet locked up there.
Quiet?
Yeah, the sexy sniper. The titties out. But like, I don't know, there's some shit like she breathes through her skin or something. She's got some parasite or I don't know. But she's got to be like almost naked, and they made it viable. So canon must be nude. Yeah, it's my little dog. He's got his little visor and an eye patch.
What's around on his forehead?
Shrapnel from the helicopter crash you were in. Like it's all this like shit up in your face, and then like I don't know, it's kind of symbolic in here too. Like if you kill a lot of people and do a lot of bad shit, your dude will be permanently drenched in blood, and like that horn gets a little bigger. But, I don't know, it's kind of cool. Another base. Now if you upgrade these platforms and shit, they get bigger.
All of the Metal Gear Solid things like this, or just this?
This is the only one that's open world, but the rest of them are all really fucking dope. But it's like mission based, like.
But it's not like this where you have like.
The only other one that had anything like this was Peace Walker, and that was like a PSP game where you would capture soldiers and do this shit.
Well, they also ported that over to the
Yeah, I had the Legacy collection. It was great, but that's the only one that had something like that. But then on this one too, it's like there's a ton of shit, and then eventually people can come here and start trying to steal my materials and shit, and they have to sneak through all my platforms. Yeah. And you can go into their shit, and they have like stealth shit and like people, and if you knock them all out, you can go take some of their materials and shit, and then sneak to the top, and you can escape there or take some of their people too. And I don't know, it's really intense and shit. And yeah, it's pretty dope. But I'm not at the part where I can do that shit yet. But like, if you see like all those things, there's tons of little branches. That's why, like, for free, this is it's a pretty cool game. Oh, they're gonna have some cutscene shit.
Weather surveillance indicates turbulence out there. Try not to get knocked out of the sky. Got it.
Oh, are they on the same team?
Who?
Making
Ocelot? Yeah.
I thought he was a bad guy because he was like always on the other team.
Where does she think she's going?
Yeah, no,
You want to head out with the boss. That'll be the day. I don't see a problem with it, so long as she's with you. She's a crack shot, damn fine scout. Well suited for a clandestine op. Which is more than I can say for the others.
There's nothing damn fine about this thing.
Here.
Hey, blades. Wait a minute, that thing costs a lot of money.
You can do that too, bitch.
She did some crazy shit when you first meet her too. Like this helicopter, this jet's flying at us and shit, and fucking we start shooting at something and she fucking snipes in with a headshot. It's sick.
Want in? This is ridiculous.
her out
She doesn't
there
talk.
for the
How could you
multiplayer.
possibly stay in communication?
Supposedly she's in like the DLC. That's another playable character. Is her.
I
I'm
like
not
working
sure.
solo anyway.
Does she talk?
No, not yet. She talks later in the game, and it'll make sense. And shit.
Oh, she's actually like.
Huh?
I thought those were actual pants, but they were just like.
They're like, yeah. She just got like a bikini on. But basically, in this game, like the virus or whatever it is like in the throat and only activates when it's like taught. It's like taught a certain language, so when they speak that language, it activates the virus and can like fuck shit up or something. So she doesn't speak. Something along those lines. All right, Mo.
See you, Miles.
Bye. Later.
I can make a better sentence. What's up, Miles?
Welcome back. He was trying to join his other friends.
Right? We caught you. This game's pretty cool. Like, if you go on a lot of missions and get all bloody or whatever, your dude will start to stink, and it'll make you go back to base, and they like throw a bucket of water in your face and shit. So what they had in this game?
Just from like murdering people.
Yeah, and like and it stays on your guy. You see how my guy was kind of bloody? It's because I hadn't taken a shower. When you go back to base, you can take a shower.
Came from intel. The target is Angola's Mfinda oil field, upstream from the landing point. A spill has covered the whole area and crude. A pipeline that crosses the Muneni River failed, and now the shore's a mess. Not to mention the villages downstream have no drinking water.
Okay, so this is like an actual like mission, story mission.
The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the
We
leak.
gave my dog an eye
The
patch
client
just
this
so he
time
could
is
match
an
me, even
environmental
though his eyes
MGO.
good, I think.
Destroy the facility. Stop that leak.
They just impaired his vision.
This may
Right?
seem like
Yeah,
straight-up
just so he can match
philanthropy,
me. Like,
but
you only
there's
get
another
one
reason
eye,
we
because
agreed
I
to it.
have one eye.
The Mfinda
Oh,
oil
it's
field was
yeah.
outdated.
Stabs his eye out. Sorry, bud.
Then the rebel group United moved in. taking it upon themselves to kickstart
And
operations.
this one even gets to have like
United's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's
You
been
can
selling
change his
US
colors
military
once you
hardware.
reach max
Intel's
like
analysis
max
suggests
support
the
with it,
brokers and fund
and
company,
you can make him look like a
Cyprus,
red fox,
keeping tabs
like
on
the
United
in
to
their
tell us who's pulling its strings.
because in their old things like Foxhound and the Fox thing, it's like an orange fox, and you can make him look like it. It's pretty cool. It's like in their little small nerd details like that. Get me.
so this is all open world.
Kind of like this story mission is like within a certain area, but you can go back to all these places in the open
Step
world
one to tracking
and just
down
roam around and shit.
and Cypher with him. Good luck, boss.
But like even this is
First,
like
make your way to the oil facility. It's to the north. Past
like this. See all this is lined
The
up.
village is currently
This is
occupied
the
by United.
oh you'll see it,
So
but this
stay
is the
sharp.
area that I be in. Let me see. It's part of the business.
The war industry we started has taken a pretty crooked course these past 9 years. With no other options, soldiers have become dogs of war, sent to conflict zones as private forces, or PFs. Guys we fought alongside are dying all around the globe for no reason, no banner. But it's how they survive. The demand for PFs here in Africa is especially high. Cold War standoffs, resource exploitation, tribal clashes. What's big business for developed countries has only brought conflict
I need
here.
some of these perks.
That mess you're standing in is just the latest example. You've arrived at Massa Village. It's been turned into a supply hub for Unida, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands.
Good.
My dog. Oh shit. Shit, bitch. Seriously.
Only people stay still like that in the multiplayer.
What?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to
I
us.
said only if people stayed still like that in the multiplayer.
I know, right? Yeah, in multiplayer you gotta be fast. Or catch him really slipping.
And using that pistol is so hard.
Yeah, but like getting used to it in here definitely helps.
Sure.
Just kind of take everyone and sort them out later.
Put him in a...
He's coming
Oh,
too.
there's a bunch of
Roger
them
that.
over there. Holy fuck.
You gotta extract him.
Yeah.
Where are your friends?
The PF soldiers are speaking Afrikaans, an official language of the Republic of South Africa. Boss, we're gonna need someone with the Afrikaans interpreter skill to understand what they're saying. We'll look into it here, but for now, you'll just have to make do without one.
Oh, fuck me.
Whoa, slow motion.
Yeah, so if you're not playing on like hardcore difficulty, it does like a slow-mo kind of.
Is that when you like get alerted?
It's like that means that they've spotted me, and if I don't put them to sleep within that slow motion period, they're gonna spot me and call in everybody, and then all of these guys would have started fucking with me.
He's coming too. Roger that. Beyond there is outside the mission area.
You gotta go that way.
The village. Continue heading for the oil facility. It's located upriver. That's African peach. The shape of its petals gives it the nickname of pincushion. It's used in local traditional medicine as a pain reliever and tranquilizer.
He's just like, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Oh my god. It's gonna keep you find him as like a little tiny puppy, and then like as you do missions, he grows up. Like there's little cutscenes between it and shit. Like he tries to jump into the helicopter, but he's too little and he falls, and it shows like a cutscene later where he makes it. And it's all like,
Senior drills oil wells wherever they can throughout that region. And when the oil dries up, they abandon the facility. Then it's only a matter of time before the aging equipment starts leaking crude. That means United's takeover is the perfect cover for Saner. Now they can blame the spill on a bunch of oil thieves. However you look at it, Saner's far from squeaky clean.
Good dog. Good dog. Good dog. Good dog. Good dog.
I think that's all I would do.
that's the dog. That's part. certain missions have certain objectives, like capture certain people or save these certain hostages and shit. Some of them have special blueprints and things that'll help you develop certain stuff, skills, abilities. But D-Dog's the best because he marks all these dudes for me. Which makes me lazy.
There it is. The oil facility. To stop the leak, you need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. The details are on your iDroid. Collins is the lingua franca for mercs in that area. If you're going to get any information from interrogations, you'll need an interpreter.
Is she okay?
I think I found the dude's throat I split.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
You can't hide the bodies?
I mean, I dragged him into the room more, but I think if you wanted to go in there, and I think they did. I could have took him around back or something. Oh, there's like a dumpster sometimes. I was just assuming they weren't going to go in there. I don't think they've alerted anything yet. But...
rainfall should help to mask your footsteps.
Fuck, there's another dude up here checking shit out.
There's the transfer pump control room. The emergency stop button. Bodies. Why?
Ew. What the fuck?
Destroy the oily water separator tank. That'll ensure they can never use the facility again.
Decomposing body?
Yeah, like corpses of shit they were experimenting on.
He's coming too. Roger that.
More people all checking shit out.
You gotta extract him. Roger that. Next to the oily water separator tank. One of the targets. Take it out.
Gotta wait for the supply to upgrade and that's C4.
The remaining target is in the oily waters. Destroy that.
What
Alright,
the
you plan to
climbers
see
at the
for.
box?
Don't set it off until you're at a safe distance.
I'll just open it and get it.
Yeah, don't question me. The only way to get that C4. This is
You can climb in it and then close it behind you.
Good. You're away from the tank. Once it goes up, the enemy will come running. Secure the area before you detonate the C4. destroyed the separator tank. Objectives complete. Though security will be tighter after that explosion.
Oh, this is to get out of here. Fucking shit. Oh, that's my fucking turn to get out. Like, you could bring your horse too, so if it doesn't work, you could just horse it out. You can even have them like dropped in. Like go drop them from a plane with parachute.
So this is like what the
It's
fuck?
like, yo, dude, I don't like this shit. It's like, why'd I have to get paired up with this thing?
It's funny. Just like imagine like them loading the horse into the plane and then just like attaching like a parachute and just throw it. Get out. Get out.
Well, time to go, buddy. Oh, no, I don't shit yet. Oh, and it took a border that I can't cross. Oh, this is the hot zone right here, okay.
Alright, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Mission complete.
And after each one, it'll give you like a
mission
rank and
complete.
shit.
Boss, that was exceptional.
A rank. Yeah. So that killed people. That was slow as shit. Yeah, right.
Octopus.
Boss, we took another look into Saner, the owner of the oil field. They were behind what
How are we
happened.
gonna get
They
off?
hired the PF.
Alright, for sure.
They're united. They
But if we
restarted.
get
Oh, alright, yeah, I'll leave this stream on for a little bit.
One other thing. Saner's Johannesburg head office
I'll probably
is
get
just a
on.
room in a multi-tenant building.
Yeah, I'll be on
But
tomorrow
it's
afternoon.
essentially non-existent. 3 years ago, that
All right.
investment fund stepped in and started gutting it through a series of mergers and sell-offs. And get this, the fund itself no longer exists either. It's a shell corporation, meaning someone is just using Saner's name from the shadows. But what about those strange corpses? Just what the hell were they doing over there? Hey, Snake, I've customized a walker gear just for you. It features a silent running system, great for infiltration missions, and you can also summon it to your location. I've taken the liberty of calling it the D-Walker. It's armed with a suppressed tranquilizer gun. If you want to add other weaponry or upgrade the chassis, give the order from your iDroid. Boss, I've updated the mission list. We received a new job offer. It doesn't seem connected to Cypher or Skullface at all, but if it goes well, we may get an Afrikaans interpreter. The details are on your iDroid. Roger.
This is B Squad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B Squad. On station at LZ.
Carrot. Something of an ancestor to the domestic carrot. It's also a favorite of wild animals.
Gaining altitude. Departing.
Several high-level British CFA officials are being held by their Afrikaner colleagues. One of these prisoners is the rescue target, a guy known as the Viscount. The target's location is unknown. They're bound to have an interpreter present when they interrogate him. We've used info from the intel unit to predict the interpreter's location. It's on your iDroid. Follow the interpreter and extract the target when you find him. Not to draw the enemy's attention. Doesn't show up, they won't be able to interrogate anyone.
Oh.
Then they'll just kill the target.
I guess that makes more sense. I just failed this mission, but okay. Thought we were just saving, homie.
Extracted the interpreter. Well, we'll just have to interrogate him to find out where the target is.
I'm gonna kill it.
The prisoner you extracted wasn't the target, but we did get some. Boss, we got the interrogation location out of the interpreter. He also said it will begin at night. They'll be starting any time now. Hurry. Interrogate him. Find out what he knows. Don't forget to check indoors. There may be clues regarding the target's whereabouts.
What the hell? You can...
Afrikaans is the lingua franca for mercs in that area. If you're going to get any information from... So, our rescue target was behind some kind of plot. Boss, I did some digging, and it seems the target himself gave us this mission through a representative. Obviously, he couldn't contact us directly due to his predicament, but still, something about this Viscount doesn't add up.
Yeah, I figured the dog would have triggered it if it was a real one, so that was pretty fucking close.
Hands up. Where are your friends?
Afrikaans, speak, please.
Where are your friends?
Afrikaans praat, asseblief. I don't...
I forgot that they don't speak my fucking language.
Good.
If you run into trouble, give us a call. We may be able to offer some advice.
Oh, sweet mother of God. Oh, sweet mother of God. Not like this.
Boss, one of the prisoners has been killed. We don't know if it was a target or not. Hurry up and ID the target.
Fuck. Sorry, pressing it. Wasn't good enough. Now you're dead. Now I've got a fucking helmet on. This guy used to die.
Keep in mind that time doesn't stop while you use the iDroid. You can even move around while using it, but pay attention to your surroundings. prisoner detainment locations. Won't be able to follow the interpreter anymore. You'll have to find the target on your own.
Help! Help!
It looks like the target. Target extraction confirmed. Get yourself out of the hot zone. By chopper or by land. It's your choice. That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss. Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional.
Wonder why it's not in this room. Not good enough.
Boss, one of the other British prisoners filled us in about the Viscount. It turns out he's a real two-faced son of a bitch. He was planning to secure the MPLA's oil field rights for himself in exchange for swapping the CFA's alliance from the anti-government United rebels to the state-backed MPLA. He hid this from the Afrikaners, but once he thought the jig was up, he tried to pin it on the other British personnel and take off. The Afrikaners captured him, and that was when he asked us to rescue him, and only him. I'll throw him in the brig for now, but we may have to be extra persuasive with this one. By the way, boss, we got some interesting news out of our friend the Viscount. He mentioned that more than a few PFs in the region have purchased walker gears. The CFA's the same. That's Soviet Army technology, and it's still a prototype. Only Cypher could be leaking it to the PFs. But the question is, why?
That dude would be a fucking troublemaker. Sucks.
Boss, one of the latest missions to come in is connected to the walker gears. This could be our chance to close in on Cypher. Take a look at your mission list. There's an Afrikaans English interpreter operating somewhere in that area. If you extract him, he could be plenty useful for us.
Yeah, no fucking sucks.
You gonna extract him? Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. Roger.
This is B Squad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B Squad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
How that dude didn't see me punch the fuck out of that guy is a mystery.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. Extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Gaining altitude.
Boss, I need to talk to you about this. Quiet. Can you meet me at her cell here on the base? Whenever's fine. Thanks.
She, refuses to wear clothes. The last staff member who tried to dress her, breathing through tubes. Other than that, she's completely cooperative. She understands English. She never speaks, sweats, or breathes. What? Well, not with lungs, at least. She breathes through her skin. Clothing would suffocate her. Showers are okay. She can't be submerged.
What's wrong with her?
She's drinking through her skin.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Kind of ruined the whole voyeur moment.
She just can't move when she's taking in water. Look. See that? She hasn't eaten a thing since she got here.
She doesn't eat either?
Never. It's photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. That's the verdict from the medical staff.
No, jury's still out. It's the only explanation for what we've seen. The GRU had a man with that ability in its Cobra unit. Now, we don't think she's contagious. Some of the staff can't stomach her. It's starting to affect morale.
Can't you send her on a mission?
By herself? No. But as you know, she does have skill. Why not take her out on one of your missions? She seems to like you. Of course, only if you think she'll be useful. Next time you go out, you keep her in mind.
Who's that woman who doesn't talk that the boss brought back?
No idea. I wonder if she's even human.
What? Come on. If she isn't human, what is she? An alien? Some kind of bioroid?
I don't know. The way she moves, disappears, I wouldn't count anything out.
Give me a break. It's probably technology from that Cypher group. There's no such thing as miracles or the supernatural. Only cutting-edge technology.
I don't know much about Cypher, but even science has its limits, right? And how do we know she's connected to them anyway?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Well, whoever she is, boy does she creep me out.
I hear ya.
boss's old organization get taken out? Just because the U.S. didn't like having a threat like that on its doorstep?
You hear all kinds of stories. But from what Commander Miller says, there's more to it than that. They had this feud with an American covert intelligence agency called Cypher. During the Peace Walker incident, the boss built a merc outfit that fought alongside the Sandinistas. An army without a country. By mercs, for mercs. Something no government hold in the reins. Cypher wanted their military muscle, but the boss said no.
So they moved on the Caribbean-based massacre.
I hear ya.
Roger. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Looks like you've gotten used to working with Quiet. I don't see a problem with giving her some new weapons. I've already talked it over with the R&D team. Being a scout sniper, there are two tasks you can give Quiet. The first is to infiltrate an outpost ahead of you and scout out the enemy's positions. The second is to send her to a sniping position and have her cover your infiltration. The kind of sniper support she'll provide will depend on the weapon you give her. Of course, this is all assuming she's willing to follow orders. He's coming too. Roger that.
Go!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Go! Good. Good dog.
Roger.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequot. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Stay okay. Hey, you okay?
He's coming too. Roger that. You gotta extract him.
subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that. Gaining altitude. Departing.
Where are your friends?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Kyk na Suid-Afrika. Help. Kyk hoe die tyd vir groot was stopgemaak. Ek weet. En jy kan nie die woord van takers in Afrika. Die wêreld is vol ryk plekse, onverweer. Dan. En dus waar die gerugte begin. Dis al. Ja. Hey! Jou da!
He's coming too. Roger that.
Stay okay. Speak.
You gotta extract him. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. That's the target.
Wat gaan aan?
He's coming too. Roger that. Extract him. He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Hands up.
Don't me freak me.
Where are your friends?
Spit it out.
Get down.
He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Может, это мой контроль? Везу привет от Фонслав.
CFP begrijp. Besmet die omgeving uit.
Скуртно!
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at LZ.
He's coming too. Roger that.
This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.